Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Assiduous Podcast. Today, we are doing another episode of Would You Rather, hosted by your host, Rene, Lacad, and your other host,
the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the
Chiseled Adonis.
And this is another episode of Assiduous. All right, Would You Rather Edition Part 2. You guys really enjoyed the first part, so it's only right that we came back expeditiously and did it once more. This time, just as, if not, more spicy than the first one.
Oh my goodness. David, hit us.
And we're sober.
Yeah. That might be worse. That might be a worse thing that we're sober.
Allegedly. It depends.
Allegedly. Go ahead.
Question number one.
Would
you rather have sex with a goat and no one finds out?
Oh my God.
Or not have sex with a goat, but everyone thinks you did?
Damn, I'm doing it.
Yeah, sleep with the goat and nobody knows.
The fuck? I'm doing it. Because here's the thing. If everybody knows, no one, there will be no woman that ever, sleep with you ever again. You know, there will be no one that ever wants to associate with you ever again.
There will be some, but then those individuals will be very interesting individuals.
Your business deals are never happening. Hey, I want to do a business deal. Aren't you the guy that slept with a goat? No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm going to fuck the goat.
Yeah,
I'd have to pipe the goat.
Pause. Let's unpack this. Why? That accent, sir.
I'm a big fan of The Simpsons. It's a shame that his character's gone. It's not that
his character's gone?
Yeah, they took him off television years ago. They took him off television some years ago. It sucks. But yeah, a number of different characters got canceled off The Simpsons, unfortunately.
For woke culture, they just got taken down?
Or something like that. And I think they actually they did not behind the scenes. They broke the fourth wall. I guess some people don't really recognize characters.
That's lame, bro.
Yeah, it kind of sucks,
They did a whole documentary.
No one trying to watch that shit no more.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, there was a whole documentary about Apu, and that's why he got taken off.
See, this is why South Park is still getting a bag, because they don't give a fuck. They're just doing everything.
You can't sell
right.
South Park.
Gotta love South Park. Yeah, but fucking the goats on three. Fucking the goats on three.
1, 2, 3.
Fucking the goats.
I can't believe we did that, bro. But I think
Goat
we're pretty.
fuckers.
It's pretty. That's not debatable, bro. Because who would want people to know that they did it?
Right.
That's
right.
crazy.
I wouldn't want to have that.
Your life is ruined at that point. You're that guy that's
He's
known.
the goat fucker. Yeah, there's no way.
No.
There's no way.
No.
Gentlemen, question number 2. Would you rather, and this is a good one, would you rather be the second number 1 or the first number 2? So, would you rather be the second best leader or the first best number 2 guy?
Shit. Second best leader or the first or the number 1, number 2 guy.
Yeah, the best supporting character or the second best leading character.
It depends on the context.
I'm best number 2. I wouldn't want to be, because if I'm the greatest number 2, I think there can be at least a growing kind of following of the people observing of, hey, he could possibly be a number 1. I bet if he was this good as a number 2, he could be a number 1.
Yeah,
then to know that I'm number 2.
It's almost like, are you LeBron
one,
James or Scottie Pippen at that point? That's a hard one.
Yeah, I'd rather be the best number 2 than be the second number 1.
I think it depends on the context. In the world of sports, I think I'm choosing the best number 2.
Right.
In the world of business, I'm choosing the second best number 1. Because that's like Jeff Bezos. In the world of business, right? Because Elon would be number 1 because he's richer than him. Bezos would be the second best number 1. It's like the second best leader.
I don't know. Bezos got one business and it's booming. Elon's number 1 because he's got everything else.
Yeah, but I make him the best leader.
Because Gates was one
not necessarily.
for a minute. Well, it depends. The context matters. I think the context.
So it's
in the realm of sports, I'd be the best.
I'm taking the best number 2 because you could still win a ship that way, Right. But in the realm of business, it's no matter what, you're going to be rich. I'd rather be that guy.
You can win a ship as the second number 1.
Second best leader?
Well,
I don't know, I feel like if you're the best leader wins the ship. Obviously, there's other variables, but
because I kind of I'd rather have that mystique of he was way better than we're ranking him as, than to be he's great, but he's not as good as.
Yeah, because if you're the second best number 2. Second best number 1, then it's everyone confirms you're second.
Right.
But if you're the second best Supporting cast, like, yo, he could have been that guy.
Right.
So there's some mystique still. So I think, depending on the context, I think it changes. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd go with the latter than the former.
Gentlemen, question number 3. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life or join in once to stop it?
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, because who the fuck would join in? That's crazy. How would you even join? What is the process of that?
Would you ever recover from joining in, too?
Yeah, there's
the psychological trauma of, like, joining in would be crazy. Like, watching it, it's like, that shit was happening regardless. You're not changing anything. Like, that shit was happening whether you saw it or not. Right. You know? You join in, now you've, like, fucking... Now it's like, this is unnatural, weird, like,
Because the whole process of joining in is simply because you wanted to stop it. So you're well aware of what's happening. So your parents would know you're watching as well.
Right.
I would much rather go with watching my parents than having to join it. Because I'm not having a threesome with my parents.
The way I see it, like, they're going to die at some point. That's fucked up. But, like, yo, I got to watch this until one of you goes.
Yeah, I can't. At least you have like highlight tape of how you were made if you're watching. I wouldn't want to join in. That's crazy.
And surely after a while of watching it every day, it's just like
you're just desensitized.
It's just another Tuesday.
Right. Unless of course you become a weirdo or something like, oh man, I loved how you did that, Dad. It's like, all right.
Yeah. Like, what if your dad's just a dog? Like, he's in there for 2 hours a day. You have to watch. Like, it'd be great if your dad was like a 2-pump chump. You're like, yo, all right. Come on, Dad. 45 seconds. This is my 45 seconds of my day. Come on, get it done with. All right.
Yeah, but then what happens if your mom is like
if your dad was an absolute dog? Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like, I don't feel like the ladies dictate the pace. If the guy's done, the guy's done. So if your dad was an absolute dog, let's say your dad was like some fucking on some Diddy shit, like, bruh, that's it. Wrap it up.
Yeah, but what if your mom is like on some superstar porn star kind of stuff? Like, your dad's finished, but she's like, nah, we're gonna keep going, and you just sitting over here watching, like, you got your popcorn going.
This is such a fucked up question because my mom is in that room.
Right? It's just it's just brutal. We can take a moment to test it out.
Oh my god,
introducing Ray Lacad Sr. But yeah, so I'd probably go with the watching. There's no way I'm joining. I am not joining.
Because I'm not getting physically involved.
Yeah, that's some nasty shit.
Easy. We're pretty. Yeah, we're 3 for 3, bro. We're 3 for 3.
Yeah, we 3 for 3. Go
3 for 3.
Go fucker.
Go fucker.
Would you rather stay young physically or mentally?
Physically. I think physically.
But your mind goes? What the hell's good? I mean, I think
because of course the standard question would be, as you age you get wise, but that's not always the case. But I think physically,
if you're staying young physically, you're just pretty much a vampire. Every single vampire movie, the vampire's like 400 years old,
right?
And like they've seen it all.
They never aesthetically look elderly.
Yeah,
right.
So like you're just a vampire at that point. But like imagine being like 400 years old, seeing all of it. Knowing what's up with the world, you're like, yeah, I've seen it.
Because if my mind is young,
but we're assuming you'd live a normal amount of time,
right. Because if let's say if you're 90 years old, like your mind is still young, but your body can't live young. Like if I'm old, like my mind is aging, but my body's still young, I think I have a much better quality life.
Agree, and I think the thing is, you want an older mentality. You want to be mature mentally,
right?
But not physically. But unfortunately, both come together. So it's almost like a no-brainer to just be young forever, but then your mind gets wiser and wiser.
Because I think when people end up, having a elderly body, naturally their mind would be like, well, I guess I have to think old too. If I'm young, I would think young. But based off the question alone, I'd rather have the younger body. Because I don't want to be that person who's getting up,
young body,
freaking struggling to stand up. Nah, I'm going with the young body, old mind.
Old mind. Facts. 4 for 4, baby. Come on, bring them.
Let's see. Would you rather live with someone you don't like or someone who doesn't like you?
Someone doesn't like me. Easy. Because if I live with someone I don't like, it affects like my entire work-life balance. Because now I'm like, fuck, I hate this fucking person. They're in my house, blah, blah, blah. But if they don't like me, I don't give a fuck. It's my house.
Yeah, but if they don't like you, it's going to be a fucking drag to live around
someone
them.
I don't like versus somebody. You know what? Somebody I don't like, because at least I can... Because if they don't like me, I'm going to feel like they're constantly plotting on me. If I don't like them, but they like me, then all right. I think I can deal with that. Because although it would be very annoying for me, I at least know where you stand. You like me, I don't like you. Versus I like you and you don't like me, I'm going to feel like I'm on edge at all times. I think I'd rather go with the former.
I would want my peace. And the only way I would have peace is like, you're bothered, I'm not. Because if I'm constantly bothered by this person... that sucks. You know, like if your living situation is like you're always bothered because of someone, they've now ruined your living situation.
That is true.
If they're the ones bothered because of your presence, you've ruined their living situation. So it's like you're gonna have a fucking terrible day.
Yeah, but then for me, I'm gonna be paranoid immediately. I'm gonna think they plotting on me.
Fair.
So that's the one we split on. I think I think boy, that's a good one. That's a good one. But I think I'd go with the former. That I don't like, but they like me.
I think they don't like me.
Gentlemen, back to parents and having sex. Would you rather have sex in front of your parents or have to watch your parents have sex? Back to
I'll do it. I'll let them watch. You want me to do it right now?
Oh,
good
God.
Lord. Boy. Yeah, it maybe because I have that kind of separation between like parent and child. I think I would have to just watch them. I don't think I'd want to do that in front of my parents.
You know what's? I don't know, bro. Like I
don't think I'd want to do that in front of my parents. Like I don't even like any particular kind of PDA in front of my parents.
This guy has a fetish. He has a kink of watching his parents, huh?
I mean, judging by the fair enough. I mean, given the answers now, it's like when I go back to my parents' house, guess what I'm doing?
I want him to watch.
Yeah,
Dave really wants to watch his parents bang.
Yeah, I can't. I wouldn't want to bang in front of my parents.
Because it's one thing to like have to jump in, but just to like bang someone else in front of, like, sure, what?
Yeah, I don't think I could do that, man.
You know, because like one, at least you're getting pleasure out of it. The other one, it's like you have to struggle. You know?
Yeah, but knowing the alternative that I got to do this in front of, I think I'd rather just watch.
You think you would have performance issues?
I know my mom would fucking criticize the shit out of me.
No way. While you're like doing it?
My mom's the type to always give advice like for everything, and you're like, Ma, can you just stay out of it?
Yeah, my parents would never live it down, and on top of that, they would go and talk to other people about. Now it's everybody's business. There's no way I couldn't. I couldn't
my
do
aunts
that.
would know in a second.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I would just take pride in it. My mom would probably do the same thing, but I'd be like, listen, Mom, I'm a dog. You raised the dog.
Yeah, but you got to have your dad in there, too, as parents.
Listen,
right.
Yeah, I think that would be, my dad's a psychopath. He's a weirdo like that. Like, my dad showed me porn when I was like 6 or 7 years old. He was a weird, fucked up dude.
He showed you porn?
Yes, and and my mom was like mad at him, but he'd be like, look at this. Not a phone, it was like a TV.
When you were 6? Wait, a TV? He brought the TV to you?
Well, no, he didn't bring it to me. Like, he put it on TV. While,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I was like 6 or 7. He's like, look at this. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? I didn't know what was happening.
Put on, like, Backdoor Slut 17.
Yeah, my dad was a weirdo like that, bro. So, like,
golly.
I can imagine, like, if that situation were to occur, he wouldn't criticize me. He wouldn't be nothing. He'd be like, he'd be just laughing. My dad's a weirdo.
He is a character.
He's a weirdo like that. So, I don't know. I would do it. I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
I think compared to watching would make me uncomfortable. This wouldn't make me uncomfortable. It's just like doing it in front of a show. You know?
Fair enough. All right, next question.
See, we're so decisive that nothing can stump us. We're so decisive because he said fuck a goat or this. Oh, fuck a goat. Easy, next.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Fuck a goat. Watch my parents fuck.
Fuckers.
Would you rather be royalty 1,000 years ago or an average person today?
Royalty. Come on,
royalty.
bro.
1,000 years ago, though?
Yeah, I'd rather be
like poor life now.
No, it's not. That's fucking 10 times better, bro.
I mean, if you're royalty, everybody else is poor life.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe not so
years
much
ago,
now,
royalty, like 1,000 years ago, bro. Like you had, like you're living the life. It's like Game of Thrones, how the kings have like freaking.
Wasn't that when
like
if you were
castles?
fat, it was actually considered a positive back then? Because it was a luxury,
yeah,
you know, a situation like that. I'd rather be royalty and looked up to, and I get to live, life, the spoils, and everything of that nature. Then average life now is just we live in a society now where if you average, life kind of sucks. It's not because everybody else trying to keep up with the Joneses. You're kind of just middle of the pack. I don't know. I'd rather be royalty back then.
Easy. I don't know even why that's a question. People like. I can't even argue for the other side. Oh, I would choose right now. For what?
Right. Because even if people were out to get you or whatever, I'd rather go out on top than to just be middle of the pack now. Ain't no fucking way. I'm royalty 1,000 years ago. I'd be like fucking Mansa Musa up this motherfucker.
Mansa
Ain't
Musa.
No way.
He had to pick Mansa Musa. He couldn't just pick anything else. He picked Mansa Musa.
Gotta get the Negro billionaire.
Shit, I'll be Genghis Khan.
Oh Lord! So you spreading your seed at that
Yeah,
point.
that's
You
what I'm
might as well
saying.
sleep in front of your family. It makes sense. That dude's
I'll
got
make it
like half
happen.
of. I think they said like a third of
Asians.
Asia was all his descendants.
Hey man, I hope I got that Genghis Khan DNA. I wonder if there's a way to look that up.
Dude, gangbang every single day. He could have been on. He would have been #1 searched on Pornhub. If
He would have been like Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How can you tell if you're descendant of Genghis
You
Khan?
might be.
Question. What else? How do you know if you're a descendant?
As he figures that out, what's the next one?
Would you rather be so popular that you have no privacy, or be solitary for the rest of your life?
So popular, no privacy. Easy.
Solitary.
Nah,
I'm
bro.
going solitary.
You'll go crazy.
No, I'd rather go solitary where I'm isolated.
Wait, solitary like you by yourself or like with your family and stuff?
You by yourself. Too extreme.
Oh no, you go crazy, bro. It's literally proven like
Shit.
there's human beings cannot be solitary for too long.
You and your partner.
Otherwise, they go crazy.
On your private ranch.
With your partner, it makes it a little bit better.
If I'm like, if me, my family, we're just isolated versus being overly popular, I'd rather be isolated and kind of play the background. Because although popularity and all that other stuff is cool, I would hate to be so mega famous to where you can't do stuff. Like if you gotta wear disguises, you can't go to the damn supermarket, you can't go to the bank for yourself, you can't go outside and do anything. And fuck that. I don't want to do that. Paparazzi everywhere you go.
I'll do that.
It's too much. I'd rather be more secluded. I'm subdued.
With that
I'm out of the
popularity
way.
comes attention. With that attention comes money. With that money comes like everything else in life. So it's like
I think it's just a matter of you have all of that. The only difference is you have so much popularity to where you can't avoid, the mass amount of attention to superstar levels versus all of that and you be out of the way like nobody knows. Like it's like a quiet billionaire that nobody knows about,
like a secluded
or motherfucker
billionaire.
Like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos who's in front of you, or what LeBron James will be. Because now he's somewhat of a billionaire.
I think I'll take that like LeBron route. Because, I don't know, you could just shape things. Like, the influence and power, like, it allows you to shape things in the world. So, I think I would take that over, like, being by myself. And, like, even if I have all this money, being solitary, I like the idea of, like, having power and control. Maybe I'm just an egomaniac that just likes power.
Maybe.
But
I
like
think you could have that power quietly. I think
Like
of like
Illuminati,
the Godfather,
like
just out of the
Illuminati
way.
style.
But then at the same time, he had respect in the street, so they knew when he came around it was something. But this is completely out of the way or completely in the way. I'd rather be out of the way.
Yeah.
Nobody know what's going on with me. I'm by myself versus being outside. I can't even eat a meal without somebody coming over asking for an autograph or a photo. And then you're walking with your family, lights flashing everywhere. Let somebody have epilepsy, seizure immediately. Ain't no fucking way.
I think what's really cool is like right now we have the perfect amount of like notoriety where some people will recognize me, but I can go in public and no one will recognize me.
Yeah.
Except maybe one person. If I go to the mall, like no one will recognize me, and then maybe one or two people will be like, "Yo, I watch your TikToks." That's great. Because now you have enough so you could like monetize it, but also
it all depends on where you go.
You're
Like
still
whenever
anonymous.
I go to like a convention and I get fucking recognized. Like last year I was in Austin.
Yeah.
230 different photos that I took. I think I was recognized like 230. I took like maybe 100 some amount of photos. And I didn't even want to keep count, but I had made a bet with someone. I'm like, I bet I'll get recognized like 20 times and then freaking add an extra 210. So I had to keep count. But like, okay, this was 7. That was it. I felt
That's
like
fire.
this is, but what's so interesting about it was I didn't let it get to my head to where I'm like, all right, look at me. I'm a big celebrity. But my friend who was with me is like, all right, so can you hurry up? Like,
that's
that's
cool,
not what
though.
we're here for.
No, I feel you. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's not. I don't care for the fame. I care with the power that comes with the fame.
Fair enough.
And I think because that power comes with the fame, I'll take that. Like, make me the most famous person. But if all things considered, I didn't get to choose, I would just go anonymous. If it didn't come, if like you told me, hey, you can't use this to make money or influence people or do anything, I'd be anonymous. But because everything else comes with it, I'm taking everything else.
Okay. All right. Next question. All right.
Would you rather get $100 billion or $100 billion or get 100 billion random superpowers?
Superpowers. 100 billion random superpowers?
Yeah,
That's like everyone.
$100 or 100
You
billion
know what?
random superpowers.
I would
100
do the
billion
random
yeah.
I'd do the superpowers.
Bro,
Fuck the money.
That's like 100 billion random superpowers is like everything. Everything you could think of is like literally.
Every day's a new adventure. Like
Yeah.
All right, you know what?
legitimately.
That's so easy. You're so right. 2 random superpowers.
Still taking the superpowers.
You're taking superpowers.
$100 billion.
I would take the superpowers because legitimately,
what are the superpowers?
Random.
it's random.
Random.
You could get something stupid.
But is it actually
Yeah.
super, or is it some dumb shit? Like, like you.
It'd probably be some dumb shit, and then it'll be
What
also
is an example
times
of
in which
dumb
it's
shit? I don't know, like fucking.
unlimited erection.
No, that's not
That's
a
like.
superpower.
See, I would take the $100 billion.
No,
at that point.
erection at will, I guess. Something like
I mean,
that.
I have that superpower already.
Fair enough.
Prove it.
Yeah.
No, I have that one already. So it's like.
Like the episode of Family Guy where Meg, all she could do is like grow her fingernails. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine? Like, yeah, that's my power.
If it's some stupid shit like that, I'm taking the $100 billion because I could become Tony Stark and make my own like Iron Man suit
fair
and
enough.
Two
become.
random ones. So they could be dope. You could get flying and invisibility or like
Right.
super strength or some shit.
Yeah.
Or super
See,
intelligence.
but if it's only 2 random
it's
superpowers, then
2 random
probably
ones.
yeah, I'd probably take the money.
I'll take the money
I'd probably
just because
take the
I could
money.
become Iron Man, bro. But
Because it's random. It's like a piece of me kind of wants to go with the random because of the allure of it.
Shit.
But then what kind of sucks is you're stuck with the decision that you done made. So let's just say it's like, hey, you can open up, a bottle with you could open up a wine cork with your hand. Like your finger turns into like a cork.
That's
That
the
sucks
dumbest
of
shit
one of
ever,
the two.
yeah.
Like,
nah,
yeah, I have
if
to
it
go
was
with the
2
100.
like cool ones,
Yeah.
I'll take the superpowers. If it was like 2
like
random,
fly, you can fly and you
super
have super strength.
yeah.
I'd probably take that, but then
But
give me the money. Give me the money.
yep,
100 billion.
Agreed.
Okay, gentlemen, would you rather be able to dole out absolute blessings or absolute punishment?
Blessings.
Oh, blessings.
Blessings.
Would you rather have
Blessings.
the magic power to either grant blessings to people or exact justice, retribution?
I think I'm taking blessings. The reason I'm taking blessings is because if you do something that just only hurts people, you're hurting the world as a whole.
No. It's not necessarily punishment as hurting, like justice. So if someone's wrong,
Oh, so like you can solve like all the murderers, you could take them out,
Sort of like a
or
world
all the like
peace
good people, you
situation.
can bless all the good people.
yeah, it's sort of like oh, Dave's nodding his head no. Yeah, like a
Death
world
Note.
peace type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
I
a
am
world
going
peace type of
blessings.
thing?
Yeah, because you would be able to dole out perfect justice to.
Oh, the punishments.
Yeah, I'm
those
not
are
I'm taking
punishment.
punishments.
Nope. I am
So-
going 100. I'm maximum blessings. I've watched Death Note. I am not going down
hold
that
up,
line.
all the good people, right? Let's say you bless all the good people, but all the bad people, you can't do punishments. They just go rob these blessed people. All of a sudden, you got all these criminals that are just robbing blessed people, and no one's doing nothing about it. And you're just blessing more people, but now these criminals are just running rampant. Where it's like now, if I can just do punishments to all the bad people, I would just remove the fucking
and
bad
enact
people.
adjustment. Nah.
So the good people would not have like their blessings, but there will also be less bad people on the streets. It's almost like I'd be like Batman, I feel like.
I think there has to be the reason why I'd go blessing is because even if you go and you enact justice, in order for there to be good, there has to be evil.
So I feel like this is what's happening. I feel like you're choosing between being Mr. Beast or Batman, and I'm choosing Batman.
It's too difficult because to hand out ultimate justice across the line, and ultimately justice would be defined in this situation. If you do something wrong, you will have to face consequences.
Yep.
There's no getting away with anything.
Yep.
Versus being able to bless somebody, I think the blessings would be able to aid people who have always done good, and those who did bad with the intention of trying to change and do good. Now you would have an opportunity at a second chance. Versus across the board, you do something, you must be dealt with immediately. And
But if
I know for a fact that power would fucking corrupt with me. I already know.
But I think if it's perfect justice, right? Like let's say someone like does petty theft, and they steal like a $200 iPhone, then like their justice would be like, oh, their bank account, they lost $200 from their bank account all of a sudden. Like if it's perfect justice in the sense where the punishment isn't like, oh, you stole an iPhone, I'll break all your arms.
It could be like Brazil, shoot him in the hands.
Yeah, that's like if it was that, then I would choose the blessings. But if it's like perfect justice, like I said, I think I would be that guy that just like dishes out. If I'll be on the news, hey, this guy touched a child, punishment, boom, boy, took you out. What? You cut me off in traffic? Punishment, boom, boy, took you out.
I'd rather give out that blessing, man.
If
Every single day you have or multiple times per day, you got an opportunity to bless somebody. I'd rather go blessings because I know with that punishment, it would fuck me up.
You're a good man.
It would fuck me up. After about like 2 years, I'm gonna be itching for somebody to fuck up so I could go enact some justice.
So the way I look at it, it's like I think regardless, you're providing balance, but like if it was just hurting or doing good for people, I would just choose the blessings. But because it's justice and it's not like, it's more like balancing. It's not just hurting a random person.
It would be fun to be Batman. I can't even front.
You know, so it's like you're choosing Batman or Mr. Beast, and you chose to be Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I'll be Mr. Beast.
Which is great because you're a YouTuber and you can become Mr. Beast.
Fair enough.
You know, and I'm rich, so I could become Batman. So, all of these things are very telling. Next question.
Oh my God. Would you rather have explosive diarrhea on your partner during sex or be the one who gets pooped on?
I'll be the one that gets pooped on. I get pooped on. Because I think if I did the pooping, I would never be able to live it down. I'd just be too embarrassed. I would simply pass away from embarrassment. But now, if like I was the one that got pooped on, then I could, like, now it's like they feel embarrassed. And at least I don't gotta deal with that.
Yeah, I'd rather. I'm not. Golly, man. I don't want to be the one who poops. I'd rather be able to tell somebody.
Who's the person that like to get shit on?
Yeah,
OBJ. Call me OBJ. The way that I like to get shit on.
Yeah, I'd rather be able to say, "Hey, man, I fucked the shit out of you." Right out. Yeah, girl, I'll fuck the shit out of you. Yeah, don't worry about farting. I usually make him shit, as Shannon Sharp would say. But yeah, I'd much rather be the one who gets pooped on than be the one who poops. Because at that point, that's a very awkward situation. Like, you're the one who's humping, and then
you poop.
You must be. Something must have been backed up.
You must be on some Diddy. You on some Diddy time.
Too much Taco Bell prior to the session. Ain't no fucking way. I'd rather poop on me.
Let me get pooped on.
I'm in Dubai. Ain't no fucking way.
I'm in Dubai.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's its whole business model. Come to Dubai.
They just fly all these models out to poop on them.
Yep, which is crazy.
I don't even know if that's true. What the fuck compels someone to go poop on someone? That's crazy. Like, what if you're a Dubai person? But if you're a Dubai person, what compels you to be like, out of everything, that's strong. I want someone to come here.
So you can take a shit on them.
So I can poop on them.
Low key, and I remember I heard it in South Park. It was like Shiza, something like that. It was like it happened to Cartman's mom. But what's so weird to me is, are you engaging in sex prior, or is it just you pull up, lay down, the toilet, bam, and then
you get off on the pooping?
Like, that is just. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised because there was I did a reaction video. There was one girl who there was a guy who had a kink, so he would pretty much have her poop into like a Ziploc and then send it.
Crazy.
So I don't know. It's weird, bro. And similar to what we talked about prior, like, how the fuck do you even get into these kinks, bro?
They be
I don't
on some fucking shit, bro.
I don't understand.
There was one of them. I actually heard this. This girl was telling me about like some kink some dude had, where fucking the entire thing was he liked when she stepped on him.
Oh yeah,
so she would have like this girl put on heels and just fucking step on this dude.
Dude, that's weird, man.
What the fuck?
That's fucking
bro?
weird, man. How do you get like the hot wax candle, all that other stuff? I'll never understand that.
The hot wax candle, that's more understandable because it's a sensation. It's like burning or cold, right? Like, they make fucking like Trojan condoms that are like fire and ice.
No. I'm talking about that's just it. Like, there's no insertion, there's nothing. It's just pour this stuff on me, like the BDSM joint. I don't get it. Because for me,
temperatures feel like I understand a little more, but like fucking like stepping is crazy or pooping is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. That's people just want to get peed on. R. Kelly challenge. That's just what they want to do. I don't understand it, man. I really don't. It's weird.
All right. Would you rather be able to win any argument or win any physical fight?
Physical fight. Fuck that. Fuck the arguments.
Listen.
Physical fight.
You won the argument. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, right. I'll beat your ass.
I won that argument. Look, if two dudes get in a fight at the club, right? There's two dudes get in a fight, and one guy's like, man, that guy's right. He won the argument, but the other dude just whoops his ass. You go with, but he got his ass whooped. Yeah. It don't matter. Yeah, I'm picking the physical altercation.
But you could avoid the physical altercation if you can win that argument.
Nah, because
by winning that argument, I mean, like, you've convinced the other person that you're right.
No. Because
that is it depends in life, because I think if I can win, I don't want to try to make it cheap and like, all right, now I become a professional fighter and I'm undefeated for the remainder of my life versus you become a lawyer and you never fucking lose. Like, what's the higher ceiling for either one? But I would much rather be the person who can win any fight because you now go through life.
Think about. I know a bunch of dudes that
carefree,
when they lose,
exception of,
I know a bunch of dudes when they lose, they get angry and they just fight.
Right.
Think about how many times you've seen that. Like guys will be like wrong in an argument and they know they're wrong, so they just choose to fight and lash out.
Right.
So I'd rather be the dude that can win any fight.
Right.
Because an argument, that's great. You can win an argument, but someone beats your ass, it doesn't matter if you won or lost.
Also, just because you win a fight doesn't mean you don't get your ass beat.
Wait, what?
Well, depends.
Just because you win a fight doesn't mean you didn't get your ass beat.
Well, if I got my ass beat too, and then the other guy, as long as the other guy's worse, I still technically won the fight.
Yeah,
so
but
it's
you
like
got your ass beat.
it's one of those things like, oh, what happened to you? Look, well, you should see the other guy.
You should see the other guy, right?
So I'll take that.
Right.
You know, and I'll take the fight with the biggest
I'll
dude.
take the fight rather than the argument.
I'll take the argument, bro. You can prove someone wrong and just always walk around.
But then someone beats your ass.
It's very satisfactory to be able to like win every single argument, but then just the physical.
If someone beats your ass,
the comfortability of knowing
Here's
that
the thing.
whoever I
lose
fight,
arguments
I win.
now, and I still get my ass. So it's like.
Fair enough.
So here's a great example, right? Imagine you're with your girl. You guys go out to dinner.
Yeah.
Some dude's in the wrong and he just does some shit, and you beat him in an argument, and he's like, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna whoop your ass in front of your girl. Now you're like, well, babe, I beat him in the argument. Nah, you got your ass whooped.
But I would have won that argument with her.
What?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good answer. Yeah,
because then she goes, babe,
after the fact,
he beat your ass.
Yeah. And then she gets mad. And she's like, shut up, David, and slaps you. And you can't.
No, it wouldn't happen because you want. Even when that happens, if the police comes for domestic disputes, he wins the argument with the police.
Yeah, but
she's going to jail.
Yeah, it does. I win everything.
You know what? Yeah, the argument.
I'm winning the fights, bro.
I'm still going with the fights, but I mean with the argument.
Yeah, you got a valid point.
But
I'm still shooting
made a valid point.
That's a valid point.
What?
You know what? He did win the argument.
He did win the argument.
He did win the argument.
But if we choose to fight you right now, we'll win that one.
Right. I'll take the fight. But the argument's that's a close one.
And you know what? Anyone that disputes, I could just say, actually, I beat their ass, and then I would win that argument.
You would win the argument. Yeah. So people would be like, you know what? You're right.
Unless of course both are in agreement.
History.
Yeah. Right.
You did beat their ass. But
the argument has a very alluring kind of situation.
That's a good one. But I still choose the physical altercation, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to
I'll win the fight.
Sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but my words will haunt you forever.
Valid point. Valid point.
Okay. Would you rather? You guys like comedy, so this is good. Would you rather have everyone laugh at your jokes, but not find anyone else's jokes funny, or have no one laugh at your jokes, but you still find other people's jokes funny? I'm the funny motherfucker.
Yeah, nobody laugh at my jokes. Fuck that. Nobody laugh at my jokes, but I find myself funny.
No, you still find. I mean, yes, but like you still find comedians.
So pretty much,
funny.
are you the funniest comedian and no one else is funny, or are you, you're not funny but everyone else is like?
Shit.
It's like live a life as a non-funny dude, or a life where you're the funniest dude.
Rene, you love comedy. You would never enjoy comedy again.
Because there's nobody else but you.
But I'd be the funniest one.
Yeah, but then
I just watch myself.
At that point, you
can admire your work if you're funny. Like I just run back.
You can.
Like you ever look at one of your videos and laugh?
No.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're the funniest one, you just
but there's nobody to gauge it to if nobody's funny.
It's funny in comparison to everyone else that's funny. You're like, that was good.
Well, no, if you're but if you're the funniest person, no one else is funny. You're still funny in comparison to everybody else that's funny. Because you're just good.
But then if I'm not funny and everybody else is funny, I could at least find joy in stuff. If I'm the only funny one, now it's miserable around other people because it's going to always feel as if you're performing.
I see what you mean. Like it's like everyone's just laughing, you're so funny, but like there's no fun.
Yeah,
like,
I'd rather be the non-funny one and everybody else is funny. Now, granted, I'll be an outcast. I would suck in conversation and stuff, but I wouldn't want to be the one who's the only funny one and everybody, because that now makes everybody else uninteresting.
You know what I'm learning? I'm learning you're a good guy, I'm a shitty guy, because I would choose like I'm the funny one, fuck everybody else.
Well, that's all ego. But I mean, I get it.
It's not ego though, because it's like at least you're bringing more joy to the world. Like you don't contribute anything to society by not being funny, right? Like you would say, oh well, other people are making other people laugh, but you're not doing it. If I'm funny and no one else is funny, I can contribute the most to society.
Yeah, but it's just like it. Every day would feel like a fucking performance. You can never turn it off.
It's almost selfish to not be funny, because now it's like, I don't know, because if you're funny, you're giving to other people your funniness and you're making other people laugh.
Yeah, you make other people laugh versus them.
Because one of the best feelings in the world. I love laughing. I love going to comedy clubs laughing.
Me too. That's why I wouldn't want to be the funniest. Because it makes life more enjoyable when you're laughing.
I get laughter. I get laughter from I enjoy laughing, but one thing I enjoy more is making other people laugh because it's like.
Me too. But then the.
But do you though? If you're willing to choose. Laughter.
I love. Not only making people laugh, but also being able to laugh from stuff as well. But if nobody else is funny and I'm the only source of amusement, at one point I'd be like, man, it's only me.
Yeah, it's like but being the only one at the club.
Right. It's at that point, it's only me.
It's just you.
Nah, but you can watch
That's
your highlights.
That's kind of what fucks it over for me.
You watch your own highlights, bro.
But that's like spending the rest of your life jerking off.
Now I'm so conceited to where it's like I don't want to be around anybody because they're going to be so uninteresting. Every time I pull up, it's like I'm surrounded by yes men at all times. I'm just, anything I say, everybody's laughing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll take
Versus at least I can get a kick out of life.
Life would be so difficult for you if you were not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would not only if So if I wasn't funny, because at least if I wasn't funny and I could just enjoy
across everything, dating would be harder. Business would be harder.
Yep.
You know, I'll go to a business meeting. You walk out. Everyone's like, that guy's great. That guy's hilarious. He's funny. Business works. Dating, you go on dates. You're hilarious.
You're interesting.
Everything period just changes when you're funny.
Yeah, but then the thing is, it's all like everything is for you. But then there comes a point where it's like, damn, I can't. Like nobody else is interesting. I'm the most interesting person in the world. Nobody else is interesting.
I don't see the issue.
Could you imagine if you were actually the person in the Dos Equis commercial, the most interesting man in the world? I don't see an issue. Everybody else is fucking boring. You're the only interesting person. I think I'd be miserable.
You're the only not interesting. You're the only funny person. Because let's say someone.
If you're the only, you're the only funny person.
You can get enjoyment. I'll get enjoyment. I'll watch basketball games or UFC fights. I'll still get enjoyment out of that. It won't be funny, but I'll get enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, but then you.
The only thing I can't watch is the only thing I can't watch is like things that are funny. But I can watch fights and be like, oh shit. It wouldn't
be funny unless it's you.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing I couldn't watch is funny.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Also, would you then be the outcast if everyone in the world is not funny and you're this guy that just has this weird swagger about you?
And
be like, oh, he's cool, but that's way too much.
Right.
Nah, because people enjoy it. They go to funniness. They go towards it.
Not be funny.
Would you? This one's fun. Would you rather every outside ground surface become super slippery or super sticky?
Shit, sticky and
slippery.
Damn, yeah, slippery.
I would be motherfucking ice skating around. I would just ice skate around. I wouldn't even have to drive. I just ice skate.
Well, there's no guarantee you'd have balance.
What if it's slippery? You're assuming it's slippery. Just ice skate around.
If it's slippery, well, still you wouldn't have balance.
Like when my cleaning lady comes here, and she cleans and it's like slippery, I'll just slide around the house. So I'll treat Earth
You've never once fell.
I've fallen, but that's part of being. If it's sticky, bro.
I would rather take the slippery as well. Yeah. I wouldn't guarantee that I'd have balance, even if I was wearing Kawais. There's no way I'd have New Balance. But I will say this much: I hate stickiness. Can't stand it. So with that being, fuck that. I'm not walking around in freaking quicksand or cement. Not happening. I don't like that. It's always weird. Yet like this feeling of sticky, fuck that. Give me this slipperiness all goddamn day. I'd rather look like I'm freaking sliding at all times. I'm not doing that.
I'm ice skating in that bitch. Easy.
Yo. Fuck that.
Here we go.
I can fix him, daughter, or no one will ever love me, son.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my Lord.
Say it again. No.
I can fix him, daughter, or no one will ever love me, son.
Oh, my God.
I can fix him, daughter, no one will ever love me, son.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, give me the no one will ever love me, son. Because the disappointment that would exist with the I can fix him, daughter is ridiculous. Could you imagine just choosing the worst every single time versus somebody like, I'll never be chosen? I'll take the no one will ever love me, nobody will ever love me, son. There's no way I'd be able to deal with that.
And I think there's something cool about that too. It's like, no one will. I'm unlovable. Like the son could be cool.
It'll never be cool.
I think he'll have a mystique. I think the son, no one will ever love me, son. He could have a mystique.
No.
Mystique.
No. There's no way.
Yeah. No one will ever love me. No. First, I can fix him, daughter. It's like
you're trying to make it cool. We're talking incel son.
Oh, okay. So you're
there's
talking
nobody will ever love me. I'm sitting in my basement.
So,
everybody hates me.
Then it breaks down to like incel son or like bad decision making daughter.
Yeah,
I'm still taking the incel son.
Yeah, I'd take the incel son as well. I don't want the daughter that's just constantly making the fucking bad decision. Because at that point, I'm like, are you, you know?
Do you want a daughter that dates drug dealers or a son that gets no bitches? Pretty much. That's the.
Give me the bitchless son.
The bitchless son versus
son's bitch, as the friends would say. Give me the bitchless son. I'm not taking the daughter that's constantly dating the worst individual. I can change him. Are you stupid? Are you dumb?
That's difficult, bro.
There's no way.
You know, I'm gonna have to flip flop on this one. As a man who has a daughter now, and I'm thinking if I have a son also, let's say I have both. For me to see my son get no bitches would mean that my bloodline ends here.
Right.
Give me the thought daughter, not even the thought daughter, the daughter with the bad decisions. I would rather console my daughter for the rest of my life than have a son that gets no bitches.
You still wouldn't feel the same kind of pain, like you or my daughter's an idiot.
No, because ultimately,
like your decision making of your daughter is the worst.
Ultimately, your son is what passes your legacy down. It's not your daughter. Your daughter could still technically pass your legacy down like that, but it's like she's gonna pass it down with a shitty dude.
But she still represents you because if you're constantly choosing
so
just
great
shitty.
example. Let's say my daughter has a knock on wood, by the way. I don't want to speak this into existence ever. She has gets pregnant by some shitty dude. Now the fucking kid grows up in a rough environment. His fucking life sucks. Has no good influence because the father's shitty. Whereas my son, I can mold him, and if he gets bitches,
but he won't.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'd rather choose the I can fix him daughter, and have a son that gets bitches. Because if my son gets no bitches, my bloodline ends here. I need that son that can get bitches. So I'm not taking the incel son. No one will ever love me, son. Give me the daughter.
I'd be just super frustrated with, because anytime I run into like I can fix him girls, it's just are you dumb? Because it's so obvious that this is somebody who is just unwilling to be fixed, but yet you're pushing the issue, versus the person who just like, hey, nobody's gonna love me, whatever. At least they're in a situation where they accept it. So although my lineage would end there, I think I would live a more comfortable life as a parent, knowing that, hey, you're going to sit over here and sulk, cool, versus
Would you rather have a high sex drive, but no one wants you, or a low sex drive, but everyone wants you?
So you could be an incel or Rene Lacad. I choose Rene Lacad.
No, low sex drive. Low sex drive.
Everyone wants you. I feel like that's how I am right now. Like right now, like I have, maybe it's just because I have a daughter, but like I have a low sex drive and I just want to fucking work. I love it, bro. Sex drive is distracting. It's a distracting. I'd much rather work and grind and not have a distraction.
I wouldn't want to be perpetually horny.
And also understand that like a low sex drive, everyone wants you, bro. Like knowing that like, oh, I don't need to have sex, but just knowing everyone wants me.
It increases the desire at that point.
I'm a grinder and everyone wants me. I'll take that versus
you're a
like
grinder. Hold on, wait a minute now.
Being constantly distracted.
What do you mean you're a grinder?
I'm a grinder, bro.
So then if everybody wants you, then everybody wants you.
Yeah, I don't care. Listen. I'm a grinder.
Oh my. Well.
No Diddy.
Well, I think it would be yes Diddy in that situation if you're indeed a grinder.
Yes, please, Diddy.
No, yeah. So I'll have the low sex drive. Everybody want me. I don't know why someone.
Yeah, I'd rather go low sex drive.
Let me just be horny and not have a way to like fucking express that. That's crazy. Why would someone say that?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to just high sex drive. Nobody. That's crazy. Give me the low sex drive, and then because at least when it does happen, you're like, oh man, this is great, because you legitimately have. If every day I'm just on 10,
I think most guys would be more successful if they had a low sex drive, and everyone wanted them. Right. Because then they wouldn't be distracted and throwing their fucking life away on bullshit like women.
Right.
And they would instead focus on like building a business or working super hard or getting buff because they don't have that distraction. Yeah. Whereas I think most guys fall in the category of high sex drive. No one wants them.
Right.
So they're spending all of the time wasting it like trying to get women.
People underrate how distracting the horniness can be.
As a guy, I think the reason most guys don't succeed is because they're distracted by something.
Right. Which I think if we were to have an honest conversation, like if we had a men's coalition meeting and all men came together, like, hey, listen, what goes through your mind when you're horny? And we're really transparent about the conversation. A lot of dudes would recognize, like, hey, I've been wasting a lot of time due to this horniness, man.
100%.
Like, the moment you could be in the midst of, like, you're grinding, everything's on fire. Then all of a sudden, bam, you get horny. Now it's like,
I would be 10 times richer had I never been horny in my life.
bro, oh my God.
You
know? Kidding me? Good Lord. Because the moment that it happened, you're like, all right, well, we got to get this out of here. Like, you feel like, all right, man, let me just, what are we doing here? So,
and the amount of money I've spent to, like, just make it happen faster, like, I'm like, yo, let me just fucking buy some bottles at the club. Let me do this. Let me go on a trip.
I thought you were going to confess. Hey, let me buy some escorts.
Let me fly some people out. Let me do this. Let me go poop on someone in Dubai.
No, flying to Dubai to go poop on somebody is crazy. See, if you're already in Dubai, you fly somebody there to poop on them versus you traveling to go poop on somebody. That's wild. That's wild. Because that person's being flown out to be pooped on by you. You could have just met them where they were.
Yeah, but I think the fact that you're in Dubai.
Someone got the ability to win all arguments.
Right.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's me and the shitter.
Valid
all right. Next
question.
few couple of questions remaining.
Okay, here we go. This one's about legacy. Ready? Would you rather be remembered and poor or be forgotten and rich?
Remembered and poor.
Golly.
Ooh, I was really curious about what you would say.
Legacy, bro. I'll be fucking. They'll call me Mahatma Gandhi.
Vincent Van Gogh.
Vincent Van Gogh too. Yeah, Vincent Van Gogh.
Because he died broke, but shit, he's remembered forever. It's
like Jesus Christ. He died poor.
Oh.
His legacy reverberates through the nation.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I think I'd rather be rich and forgotten, man. Legacy is everything for me, but then I'm thinking about me living poor life.
You care if people remember you. You won't be around.
Yeah, exactly. I won't be around. So who gives a fuck? I'd rather live better than I'd give me the riches.
When I think of like my primary motivations, it's never even for money. Like I think all my answers revolve around like some sort of legacy, and money oftentimes is what will give you the legacy. So I think legacy over everything. So even if I'm poor, I'll go down as a Gandhi, as a Jesus, as a like someone that leaves a legacy forever.
See me, I would have always said legacy, but then now just thinking about like, okay, I'm dead. I may have left a lasting legacy, and let's just say it all ends here. There's no reincarnation. There's nothing of that nature. Yeah. It all just ends there. Man, give me the riches, man, because I'm not fixing to be here anyway, man. Give me the goddamn riches, and then nobody remembers who I am or whatever. But my God, I lived an amazing life. With the legacy, although everything I do now is all about fucking legacy for the future. Yeah. But if I was to be poor and I navigate all of this stuff, I die poor, and all of the fruits of my labor happen after I'm gone, I would have died thinking I'm a fucking failure rather than go out on top. I'd rather go out on top.
Knowing how it ends, like if you know that, hey, I'm only going to be poor in this life and I know I'm leaving a legacy when I'm gone, I think that's what it is. If you don't know that you're going to leave a legacy, then why would you choose to be poor?
Fair enough.
So if I knew, hey, when I'm gone, this legacy will be remembered forever, I'm choosing poor. If I don't know what's going to happen after I die, like I had uncertainty, I'm choosing rich, obviously. Yeah, but in the context of this question, I'm choosing legacy.
Because you would know with the legacy. Man, but be forgotten? Fam, you know what? I think I still may go with the fucking riches. I ain't even going to hold you. I think I might still go with the fucking riches. Yeah. All right, two more questions?
We'll do two more.
Okay, two more. And this is going to just go back into your 9 to 5 days. I want you to just channel that. When you're doing 9 to 5s. Ready? Would you rather get a 25% pay increase or get off 2 hours earlier every day?
2 hours off earlier. Time is money. No amount of money can pay me to sacrifice my time.
I love Dave just physically struggling with every question.
This is a tough one, bro. Because although you want to maximize the amount of money that you can make, time is very of the essence.
Time is valuable.
A 25% increase in your salary is crazy.
That is insane. That's exactly why I'm really thinking about it.
Like, you make $20 and they give you $25 instead? Fuck that. Give me 2 hours of my life.
Well, that's not necessarily math. It'd just be an extra $5. That's what I'm saying. 20.
So that's what I'm saying. 25% is it would.
Oh, yeah,
so
fair enough.
depending on how much you make, like let's say you make $8 an hour, an extra
Yeah.
$2, you make $10 instead of.
Yeah, but let's just say if
give me
you're
my
making
fucking time back.
if you're making like $100,000, then you gotta make the 125
a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 25 grand a year versus if you add it up, 2 hours, 52 weeks. 5 days a week, so 250.
No, because essentially, if you get 2 hours back, then you'd be working 30 hours out of the week if you're doing the 9 to 5. So it'd be 30 hours out of the week, but you're still making the same that you're making.
So are you exchanging 520 hours of your life for 25 grand?
Me personally, no. Me personally, no. I'd take the time, but then, man, it's just like, because I'm thinking from the perspective of, let's just say if you're making a shit ton of money, that additional 25% increase would be wild. But then there's no guarantee that that's going to be the case. So I'll probably take the time. I'll probably take the time.
If you're making a shitload of money, then if you're making a shitload of money already, why do you need more money?
Right.
You know, like right now, my lifestyle would not change. If I made 25% more, my lifestyle would not change. But if I had 2 hours more in a day, I do a lot with that, you know? So I'm taking the time. But man, there's no amount of money you can give me on earth. I mean, there is, but like at 25%.
Everybody's got a price for the $1 million man.
25%. Yeah. Because that's the issue with a lot of people that are broke now. Literally, what are companies doing? They're just raising the minimum wage, and they're like, "Yo, here's more money. Here's more money. Work harder."
You know, there was a couple of comments that I saw inside of the comment section when we were talking about the raise in the wage. They had mentioned like, man, you know, the minimum wage, I think it's around like $7 or $8 across, like collectively across the country, which is still crazy, but then still it's the same situation. You increase it anywhere, it's going to end up backfiring on the back end.
Let me attack that, because I did see someone, hopefully they're watching this episode too, because I want to address it, because they're like, what does this guy know about like how money works? I'm like, oh, buddy.
Oh, what do you know about the economics?
Yeah, what does this guy know about economics? I'm like, oh, buddy. As someone that grew up broke, making $7 an hour to now making millions of dollars a year, I know a lot. Let me read the comment, because I do want to address it. Which one was that? That one got some good traction, actually.
I think it was on a short. It might have been on a short.
People should increase their income floor. No, that's not it. This podcast is really growing on me. Shout out to whoever said that. Shout out to the Rebel Kid swag. This podcast is really growing on me. I love it.
Pull it up. It was.
Which one was that one? I'm so curious, because that I read that, I was like, wait a minute, let me address this now that we're here.
It was.
I'm trying to find it.
Let's see here.
Income floor, treat the gen.
Right.
Why is my Wi-Fi not working?
Good Lord, it was over
I
here.
found it.
I literally saw it. Oh, there we go. The dude with the man bun is utterly ignorant and uninformed, just operating off his closed-minded assumption, and the other guy is just nodding his head and saying yeah after every word. And then you responded saying the guy with the man bun is a self-made millionaire who's built multiple seven-figure businesses and understands economics.
Yeah, so he said that I was uninformed and operating off my closed-minded assumptions. As someone that has made whatever this person said, I've made less than that. I made $7 an hour, and now I'm here. You can't just raise the I don't know how to understand or say it any clearer, but you can't just pay people more money and hope it fixes things, because it doesn't, because the money just loses value.
Right.
It's very simple economics. But again, I'm not here to argue with people, so I did see that. Yeah. But that being said, that's what they're doing. They're just giving people 25% more to make them work harder. If you notice, it's never like, the legislation is never, hey, let's make people work 2 hours less and pay them for it. It's always, let's just pay them more. Because they know that the money's fake anyways, and it's not that much.
Although they did, there was something that had came out where they were talking about lowering the work week.
It's never going to happen.
But it's never going to happen.
Yeah, if you notice, it's always about, hey, let's just give them more money, and never, hey, let's lower the work week.
Right.
Because they know for a fact that money, they could print more. It's fake. There's a monopoly thing. I'll actually say it out loud. This is crazy. I love talking about shit like this, because this is my like, I don't know, my passion, I guess. Monopoly. It's eerie because Monopoly has a rule, right? A Monopoly rule. What if the bank runs out of money? Some players think the bank is bankrupt if it runs out of money. The bank never goes bankrupt. To continue playing, use slips of paper to keep track of each player's banking transactions. Until the bank has enough paper money to operate again, the banker may also issue quote-unquote new money on slips of ordinary paper.
Yep. It's like the house always wins.
Bro, it's so crazy. And when you look at like the government, the Federal Reserve, it's the same exact shit, bro. They run out of money, they just put new money, print it on pieces of paper. It doesn't mean anything. They could just continuously do that. So, bro, that's eerie. But two, you can't just give people more money. It doesn't work. You can't just
it'll never work like that. It'll never work like that.
Yeah. So,
Last question.
Okay, would you rather be over average height with an under average dick or be under average height with an over average
Under average height. Short Kings is in. Give me under average height.
Under average height? Wait, say it again.
Yeah.
Would you rather be tall with a small wiener or short with a long wiener?
Short with a long wiener.
Tall with a short wiener.
Nope.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Your wiener doesn't matter on that. It's not like you're advertising with your wiener. You're advertising with your height.
Well, yeah, that sounds great until no.
So like you tall, girls like you, right? And then you bag them, and then all of a sudden, short wiener, surprise!
Yeah, but that's like getting to the signing table and then walking away without signing the
No,
deal.
but there's no girl that's ever gonna walk away because you have a tiny wiener.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
How?
No. It's not that they wouldn't walk away. It's not that they wouldn't walk away.
Oh, well, you'd be surprised.
No, because when I was in college, some of my goddamn teammates, the girls would make it back, and then all of a sudden it was brutal for them. I know. If I was short and had a schlong that's over it,
tiny are we talking here?
How tiny
he said below average or
below
over.
average. Okay, below average is not if it's a micro penis, I get it. Like, okay, I'm taking the height. No. But if it's like below average,
bro?
You can make it work, bro.
Because it's straight out the gate. It would be in their minds false advertisement.
Nah.
The moment that you see somebody
also,
who's
the
tall,
taller you are, the below average dick just looks
exactly.
smaller.
It's just
Smaller?
exactly. So it's like imagine like you're
bro.
you're 6. Because I think if you're in the 7 foot area, then at that point it's ridiculous. Like when Shaq was dating hoops, people
Well,
like
if you're above
this is
average height,
ridiculous.
you're probably gonna be like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, like you're like 6. If you're about like 6'4",
Yeah, I'm
6'5",
taking
but you're
that.
walking around with a micro penis. At that point, now what?
But yeah, but if it's below average, is it
It's
slightly
like
below
what is
average?
the
Or
what is the
yeah.
average? What's the average schlong? It's like 5, 5.5, 4.
God, I hope so. No.
I was
so if
looking it up. No, yeah, so if it's slightly below average, I'm taking that. It's like it's almost the same shit, except I'm just
that.
taller now. Versus like slightly above average, it's like now you're a little shorter and you're like. Here's a crazy. This is a real statistic.
They're
by the
gonna
way.
know me in the streets.
No, here's a real statistic. I looked this up. The average black man, I think their penis is like half an inch bigger than the average Asians. This is a real statistic.
Why did you search this?
Because this is a meme, and I was like, do Asians really have smaller penises? I was curious, like, cause I've never seen like a dude. I'm not looking at other dudes' junk, so I'm like, is mine? Because I only know mine. I've only seen mine. Is it smaller than other dudes? So I looked up the statistics. It's not that much smaller. So it's like it's almost a compliment. Like,
Go to a steam room.
Yeah, like black dudes are only like half an inch bigger than me. Like that's crazy. It makes you sound so good, bro. You're like, yeah.
Bro, that's
like,
crazy.
Like
With Dave right next to you, man.
You see that?
That's wild.
Black dudes are only like half an inch bigger than me.
This man going in for inch.
So
that's
that's
crazy.
we'll go inch for inch, bro.
That's crazy.
So
tail of the tape.
That being said, right? That being said, I'd rather be tall. Cause at least now I can hoop. My hoop dreams come true.
I'd rather be short. I'd rather be short. Dick fall out your goddamn shorts. I'd rather be in a situation where they talk about me in the streets. Hey, that little guy over there, there's nothing little about him. Rather than be like, oh, that tall guy over there, it's disappointing. Listen, it doesn't even come out of his boxers. I wouldn't want to have that happen. But let it be known in the comments, would you rather be tall with a little one or short with a big one? Let it be known. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this has been once again another What Would You Rather here with the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and also the serial entrepreneur, Filipino Prince, TYCOON, Rene, Lacad. And this is We Are
Assiduous.